you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. Hit the notification so you'll know when I'm up here. Please hit that like button, man. Hit the like button. Very, very important, man. Hit the like button for me, man. Hit the like button. A lot to talk about. A lot going on once again. The internet on fire. Internet is on fire, man. And I guess this one here is damn if you do, damn if you don't. And I guess that's what we could call this one. A lot of interesting things happening. A lot of people saying a lot of things. It's all over everybody's vlogs, podcasts about Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion said that Clay cheated. I didn't hear him say he cheated yet. Nobody really heard what she said he cheated about. If not, y'all drop it in the comment. Let me know because I didn't hear it yet. Who he cheated with, if that's even known, or it's just she saying he cheated, or did he say, "Yeah, I cheated"? But what they is saying is he was basically saying he don't really want to be locked down, locked in, being engaged. So I'm wondering if that means yeah, we could be together, but I still want to see other people. You can see other people. It is what it is. Let's just do it and keep it like that. So that's real interesting because she was on. I seen another vlog. I think his name was something 1950. Something he was playing a part where when she was on being interviewed with your boy Shannon Sharp, they pulled back some receipts when they asked her when well he asked her, what would you really want out of the man that you want to be with? She said, just tell me the truth, whatever the truth is. That'll make me happier than anything in the world. And he asked her, well, can you handle the truth? And she was like, yeah, I'm a big girl. I can handle the truth. And, I ain't gonna be mad. I respect him more for telling me the truth. Now, that was a big, big, big shocker right there because now it's like she's going straight to the internet when he told her the truth, and he didn't want to be like exclusive, locked in, fiance style relationship. He didn't want to do the what they say monogamous thing, but she went to the internet, riled up her fans, trying to have him looking crazy. And that big statement that she made on Shannon Sharp, that must have went out the window because he was honest now. And being that he's honest, it's looking like she upset behind it. So how does that play out? So now Camron goes into, speaking on his show. They was just having a regular conversation, and they were saying, or Cam was saying, people is saying that he hating. Every time he tells the truth about something, it's about he hating, and should never have your relationship out in the open, out in the public. Even if you ain't a celebrity, everybody always want to have their significant other on these Instagrams and Facebooks, and they probably been living their best life until they start going on Instagram and Facebook. That leaves the door for people to start being messy. And you got some real messy people make you wonder what would make a person do that, man. Start sending stuff to your girl or to the female's man and making up stories and now they'll be going back and forth because people know who their other person is. A lot of times that's just meant to be kept to yourself. People, your real friends know who you are. Y'all out on dates in the club. People will see y'all. A lot of people want to get on these FaceTimes, Facebooks and Instagrams just for show off that they got a man, or more likely to be the women that want to go on these Facebooks and Instagrams and all that with their men just to show off, to the other women. And or a lot of them be doing it just to see what women is gonna bite and say, "Oh yeah, I mess with him," and that opens the door for women that might be lying, but in her mind, she already that's what she was looking for anyway. And a lot of those times, man, everything ain't for everybody when it comes to things like that, man. GTB salute. GTH salute. A lot of everything not for everybody when it comes to relationships. So now, can you imagine, man? Especially celebrities, man. They do it every time. And being that Cam said he spoke on it. Now it look like he's hating. But when you're in the public eye, everybody gonna speak on your business. It's no longer private no more. You are a celebrity first of all, but then you put your private life into the celebrity world with all these new social medias and cameras everywhere. It is what it is at this point, and people gonna voice their opinion on this on these things, man. GTA said Megan is like a bike. Everyone take a ride, and see that's where Cam and them was basically kind of getting at. But I wouldn't say that if she chose to have sex or deal with certain men and she chose to do it, then she have the right. If she's single, it's just a difference. They say a man can lay down with a woman and get up and still be called a man. A woman can't lay down with different men and get up and still be called a woman. They're gonna label her as an HOE. You already know how that goes. A lot of women say, "Wow, what's the difference? Why a man can do it and we can't? What, it hurts? Y'all don't like that? As long as she take care of her vagina and make sure, she do it, keep it clean and whatever else." So, I'm looking at if she's dated some of these guys and she's putting it out there publicly, that means she's dating. Maybe it didn't work out. She's on to the next. But I'm sure if she was just sexing, she probably wouldn't put it out there. And they're trying to say that as well. Like, if she put those out publicly, imagine, the ones that she didn't put out there publicly. Then they also saying, um, man, what I was about to say, man. They also saying there's so much going on with this one, man. So they also saying, um, that basically these are the things that happen when you put your business out there and you can't get mad. Oh yeah, and she also have these songs like the one the wet ASSPUSSY. She got a song like that, and they saying that she has songs with being vulgar, calling herself a HOE in the song, but probably using it in a slick terminology. Not that she is a HOE. Like I said, if she's single, in my opinion, she could date whoever she wants. If she giving them the the buns, that's still on her. You know how many women out here is doing that, and nobody don't even know it because they keeping that quiet, so nobody can't say nothing. And these are the reasons for not letting people in your business because you might don't like this person. You thought you did. Y'all had good times together. It's always fun at the beginning of the dates. When you start dating, the beginning is always fun. Later on, you start seeing different flaws or red flags, and you're like, I thought I liked them like that, but let's crack up. I think I'm gonna fall back. And or it could be vice versa. The dude wasn't feeling her. So what's she supposed to do? She's want to deal with somebody that she think is her equal and that she like in that celebrity world. Me, I've been around this industry for a long time, been around a lot of industry women. I myself don't prefer industry women because they are choosy. They got too picky. They want to get around one celebrity that got some money, and then they don't know that he got friends that got more money than him. So she'll hang around him, deal with him to get to the next person. Facts. Mark Wall, what up? And that's just how this industry is, man. And even if you're a big celebrity, sometimes you might want to get you a regular person that's about something, about getting some, money, business. They don't have to be a celebrity. They can just be a computer tech genius that got a big company that's getting a lot of money. That's not all over the place. Want everybody to see their face everywhere. But we're gonna get into some of this. I'm gonna react to Cam and Mace and them talking about their take on the Megan Thee Stallion, and then we're gonna y'all let me know your feelings and drop some stuff in the comments on this one. But it's a lot of all over the place stuff with this one, y'all. So let's listen to Cam. It was too.
Yeah. Kanye, who else?
Hold on, let me get back to it.
Studies. You just got one after another. This is another one, but
yeah, think about it.
He said, look at the facts.
Hold on, y'all.
Niggas, I see some shit we talking about Meg Thee Stallion yesterday. They're gonna say I'm hating. Everybody, they just don't want to hear it. What they don't want to hear. Now he's talking about Clay. Now they be like, yo, Clay Thompson fumbled Meg Thee Stallion, and then we gotta sit here and think, be careful with our words so that niggas don't feel offended. You rap about being a hoe. Mad rappers fuck you, and then Clay Thompson fumbled. But we gotta be politically correct. The status say, no, I don't think so. This is doing it.
So he's saying, people saying that Clay fumbled the ball, losing Megan, as if Clay, ain't a big dog out there in the world. It's a 4-time NBA champ. Women will go crazy to be in Megan's shoes right now. So it could be vice versa on that note. She might have fumbled the ball as well.
No, that is important.
She talks about she's all right. So let's just have a conversation. There we go. That's what I came for. The name of my song is called "Wet Ass Pussy," right? Then she promotes having wet ass pussy and fucks a mad other rappers, and then get with a nigga he don't want to be monogamous and he fumbled. What's the thinking? I don't know the thinking.
And she said he's supposed to settle down. How's he gonna settle down if she preaches?
I just feel like.
Let me stop you. You speaking on behalf of the AKAs before the show. You talked about being an AKA.
Yeah, I'm speaking on behalf of my personal own thought process. Okay. It has nothing to do with anybody else, no organization, none.
Stat ain't trying to say nothing crazy. She don't want to be in nobody messy stuff, man. I like Stat, man. They got a great co-host over there, man.
I just feel like you know who you decide to date. Like, it's not like it was a secret. It's not like anything was hidden. That was always her career. That was always her song. If that's not something that you wanted to be part of, you didn't have to date the girl.
But I think
I kind of agree with what Stat is saying. That's a fact. But let's finish.
But that's the whole thing is too. Hold on, bro. The whole thing is, and don't be mad when I decide to leave.
How you gonna force them to stay?
It's not forcing somebody to stay, but also if you don't want to stay, and these are her words, I don't know their relationship, I don't know these people, but from what she said, you don't want to stay, you don't have to cheat. You can just be like, I just think we should go our separate ways and leave it at that. That's my thing. I don't think people have to stay together. I don't think you need to force a relationship. If you don't want to be in a relationship anymore, you could just say, hey, this isn't working out, we're good, and we go our separate ways. That's all. That's my thoughts. I don't think anybody, regardless of who it is, it could be somebody that I even hate. I don't think anybody deserves to be cheated on. I'm not going to say that.
No,
But that whole point is this, right? How do you know? Because that's what she said.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody really seen or know exactly if what she said is true, that he cheated, man. Hold on. He said she thought he was a sucker and a cash out at the end, right? Because I take Clay as a good guy. You know what I'm saying? And maybe she looked at that too, man. So, but we can't say that that's true. But a lot of people is saying that.
That's why I'm going
You're just
based
going
off
off
of.
what.
But that's all you can do.
Exactly.
All you can do is go based off of
Exactly.
what somebody has said. Like,
So what if-
Another thing though, if she's saying he cheated, but they also saying he said he don't want to be in nothing like locked down. He don't want to be in nothing monogamous. So what? He cheated first, and then that's what made him say that, or they say he didn't want to be in nothing monogamous because he got caught cheating. If I'm saying the same thing. But which one is it? He cheated, so she leaving him, or he leaving her because he's saying I don't want to be in nothing. Because that's what I think stats are saying. If you wanted to cheat, you could have just straight up been said you want to be monogamous. You don't want to be in a monogamous relationship. You don't want to be in nothing locked down. Instead of catching him cheating, and that probably kind of hurt her feelings, man. We human, so I get what stats saying.
If you're told me that somebody cheated on you, I'd be like, I don't like that because they should not, even if I don't know the other person's perspective.
I'm going based off the fact her songs. Maybe I just want to have some fun for a little while. I'm saying that wet ass pussy.
But that's not
Let
even.
me see what
I
it's
don't even
about.
think we can do that because like we seen.
Cam is wild, man. That boy there will bite his tongue, boy.
Musicians and artists all the time rap about things that they have no business being part of. They don't know nothing about that life. I don't know nothing about any type of certain type of life. That doesn't mean that I'm associated with that or that consumes who I am. I just think it's music that people like to listen to. Same with her career. I don't know what life she's about. And I don't know what life Klay Thompson's about. We don't know nothing about Klay Thompson until we saw this.
How do you know Clay was in a relationship with her?
But the song could be like "Come and Get This Wet," ASSPUSSY. She might be talking about the guy that she's dealing with. I gotta listen to the song though, unless she's inviting other people in, man. I don't know. Logo secret.
It's posted, but go ahead, Cam.
I'm gonna tell something real quick, son. It's not bad. I'm gonna share a story you share with me, and it's nothing bad, not personal. You went to what's the name, right? What is Kodak Black be rapping about? Crazy shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Was you in a shootout by where he was at when we went to the festival? Was it a shootout?
Potentially.
Yeah, allegedly, right? We're going allegedly. All right, cool. You get what you heard. All right, that's what you've been hearing the whole time.
But not every. But I'm saying things happen to different people. Not everybody's like that.
What are you saying now? So what would you call me to clarify or
Clarity question.
And sometimes though, when rappers make these songs, it still doesn't really mean it's about them. It's still like art. But when you make a song so good, or even if you're an actor and you act in a movie so good, when people see you, they look at you as that person you was portraying to be in that movie. So I get it. That's a fact. Mr. Nick was good. He said, "My guy, salute. I have an edible and flower company. We're based out of Auburn, Michigan. Top shelf products. Hit me in my DM. Hit me in my DM. We working on a dispensary out here as we speak. Hit me in my DM. The real Big Boosie. TheRealBigBucks. I mean, Bootsie. I'm sorry. The real Big Boosie. The real is spelled the correct way in Boosie. Big is spelled correctly in Boosie. Bootsie. My email is bigbucks, BIGBUCKSENT at AOL.
Yeah, let's have a clarity conversation. Let me give you some clarity information.
Okay, go ahead.
Buddy is 6'7", light skin with good hair. As an athlete, he didn't need Megan. He could have, if you're 6'7" and you're light skinned with good hair, you could have anybody.
I just said that. He's a 4-time champion. Big boy bankroll. Tall women love tall men. Light skin, like Base said. Not all women like light skinned men, but you know. You can have plenty of women that look like Megan Thee Stallion and probably more successful than Megan Thee Stallion in other ways, other aspects besides rap, music, or acting. And that's a fact. I just said that a second ago. Now Mace is saying it.
I think we all know that. She was.
Okay.
I'm just keeping it real, Stat. Go ahead and tell me I'm lying.
Finish.
Ladies, tell the truth. A guy in the hood could be 6 feet or taller, light skin with good hair, and he's gonna have his pick of the litter wherever he goes.
That's a fact. That's that they call that pretty boy syndrome. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. I need to see these in my comments. Is Mace telling the truth? Light skin, 6'7", good hair. Women loves that. Right or wrong, they call it the pretty boy syndrome, man. Drop them in the comments, man. They say they making those stories up with this one.
I feel like you guys are contradicting what you're saying because if you can choose anybody, he still chose her. So I don't understand.
He didn't choose her.
He did.
He didn't choose her because he cheated on her.
Well, now we're seeing the result.
He had to choose her, Mace, for her to be with him, and he was on a lot of videos with her and all that, so he had to choose her. But he didn't stay choosing her. Maybe we could say it that way, because he said he didn't want to be in this lockdown relationship with her. And that might have came with after, people learn each other, like I said at the beginning.
That, but initially he chose her. You don't just buy a house with anybody.
If you cheated, you didn't choose her.
He did. A lot of people choose people that.
Cheating is secondary offense, man. That's after the fact, man. You had to choose her first, man. For real. Matters added. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the super chat, man. For real.
They unfortunately still cheat on.
Then they
Beyonce got cheated on.
Then he don't choose her.
They do.
He didn't choose it. That's why he's out. However.
So he's saying he didn't choose her. That's why he out. But they got a house together, so he had to choose her in some type of form or aspect. He had to choose her. There's no ifs and buts about that. Now he cheated. He probably didn't know how to tell her at first. If he got caught, now is the best time for him to go ahead and get out of having to even explain why he cheated. That's the only thing I could see why that happened. So Stats is making a whole bunch of sense over what Mace is saying. That's secondary. He had to choose her to be with her and be in public with her on pictures, everything. So that ain't a secret. So he chose her. That's my opinion on that.
I think we're just gonna agree to disagree. We're just gonna go back and forth. I hear all of you guys' points. Like, that is fine. You guys are valid to think what you think, and I'm valid to what I think. We just think differently. That's all.
It's like a girl saying, "What? A guy asking a woman, why did you cheat on me? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? You know how much I love you." Listen, if she's doing it, she don't love you back. This is just what it is. I hate the.
I can't agree with that one either. People love people and still cheat, and it's because something that they not getting, something that they don't like about their significant other at this point, and or they just a fancy that want to be out in the streets and do other things. But they love over here, but they going out there and have fun. But I get what Mace saying. If you really love a person, you're not gonna cheat, is what Mace basically saying. Because love not gonna let you cheat. That would be a whole nother good conversation. Can people really love each other even though they still might cheat once or twice? And you know how some people will cut it off and say, nah, this is wrong. I love my man. I gotta stop. And vice versa, the man with the woman. All right, I checked my email. Salute.
You are true. Cause you're so young and vibrant.
You're so young and vibrant and green.
I hate to give you.
Said she young, but she know what she talk about though. Even Hobie Tom said, stat a little young. She a Gen. She Gen Z that doesn't know reality from how she grew up.
And just think about it. If he's saying this to her, he doesn't choose her. She's just coming into the knowledge of that. And I think when people go to the media with it, they already knew that. You know if a guy is marrying you or not. You know that. You know that.
I don't know if I can agree with that one. You're gonna know if a guy's married or not. I don't know. I remember a female telling me years ago, man, I was just messing around. We wasn't even exclusive like that neither. But she had this guy that she was with, and she was like, I think he's about to pop the question to me, man. So I think we're gonna have to just fall back. But that can't always be the case. You don't know. That's why some women be shocked when the man actually get down on one knee because they didn't know. My homegirl, we did a pay the full party in Detroit. I was the host for my homeboy birthday, and his girl didn't know that he was proposing to her, and they've been together for years, and she didn't know. So I'm just speaking from experience.
So you said he got cold feet. How did he buy a ring?
I don't know. At this point, I don't know anything.
That's a good question. Did he buy a ring? Anybody know about the ring? Put that in the chats, cause we never heard about them being engaged or anything. I never heard that one. Y'all let me know if I'm bugging or not. Put that in the chats too. That's a good question, Mace asked once again.
Based off of what was said.
You don't know what he said. That was just fun for him.
We're
You know what it is also too?
No, we're not assuming.
No,
Go ahead, Gabby.
you know what it is?
Well, Tom said no ring, so hey, there's no ring. So she wouldn't know if he was gonna be engaged to her. The door was still open to either stay or leave, though. To be honest, Tom said he got up out of there. Laugh out loud.
Sorry, mother, interrupt. You know what it is too? Is that this, right? Is that, and I love women that stick together and all that. I do. But, no, it's just.
You know that sounded crazy.
Nah, cause you know why? Because sometimes women stick together and they don't even know each other, and they just be like, they're a woman, I'm gonna take their side. And then when it's time for another woman to have your back, they're gonna be like, I don't even know her like that. I'm not talking about you. Yo, run and jump to somebody's defense, and then when you need them to jump to your defense, they don't even know you. So I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying women in general. I know it's woman power, but make sure when you have that girl's back, that the girl's gonna have your back when you have a problem too.
Yeah, this ain't the one to be fin.
Yeah, that's.
I'm
Let me
just
ask you
stating
something.
clearly what we. I even think that this is a crazy take.
That ain't saying nothing wrong. She's saying a lot of stuff that makes sense, though. That's a fact.
I'm just going based off
No,
of
this
this
ain't nothing
girl
to do with you. I'm
posted.
just
No, I know you're saying something different, but
I'm
Reese's
looking at
face
her like
over
she
here
crazy.
giving me these faces. I just need to be clearly. I am going based off of not knowing Meg and not knowing Clay and going based off of one statement that this woman has said about a public relationship. All I can take from it is clearly both parties were confused. I don't think anybody should be cheated on. And if you don't want to be in a relationship anymore,
I don't know about both parties being confused. To me and Megan mind, they still was together until she caught him cheating. But they also said Clay said she cheated first. Who heard about that, man? Y'all drop that in the chats for real. Tom said people assume introducing your lady to the fam means a lot. What you think? I don't know. Some people that's players don't care. They gonna take the lady that's with them at that time to meet the family. Only the family would know and be whispering behind the back and be like, "Oh, she must think she's the one." Or they might say, "Oh, I think she's a nice girl. Hopefully, he stay with this one, being that he bought her." And or being that he's really telling the girl, "You my number one, you my one and only. I got to take you to meet my family." Tell his mom I'm bringing her to meet the family because it's properly done. Then yeah, meeting the family means a lot, but it's just about how it's done. If that answers your question, Tom.
you don't have to
Clarity
stay.
question. Did Clay ever post, "This is my baby. This
Actually,
is my wife.
yes.
My wife"?
Baby, yes, wife. I don't know. I don't.
You ain't gotta say it's my wife. A lot of guys don't say that terminology for their girlfriends, except a lot of New York dudes. That's how we say when it's our main girl. We say, yeah, me and my wife gonna come through, but she just really our girlfriend. But everybody that knows us, me and the girl, they know that that's wifey. That's how we always did from teenagers on up, and I'm sure they still do it in New York. My wife, but if he posted my baby, he has said some good things about her pertaining to her being his girlfriend online. To answer Mace's question.
Really cared that much about the
No,
relationship.
I'm just asking clarity questions.
Yes, he said baby, but they posted their keys of their house. They posted a lot of things together. I'm just going based off of what I saw.
And that's why she's a young girl, but she's speaking facts. She's not no silly girl. If they posting keys to the house and all that, he's showing full affection, full 100% clarity of he's invested in her, even if it's not about um being engaged or married. They are an item. That's a fact.
I don't know what happens behind closed doors.
So whose house is it if they want to leave?
I don't know. That's between them. I'm just stating what I see.
Another good question for Base. Who bought the house? Did Clay buy the house? Or did Megan buy the house? Or did they purchase it together? 9 times out of 10, the man gonna buy the house when they can afford it for real. Tom says somebody told him she is no bueno, not good for the family. Your family look. Not good for your look. You a laid back in the cut, quiet dude. He's never really been in the tabloids and all over the these video vlogs the way he is now at this point. Wow.
You get a house.
This is fun.
That's all.
This is fun for him.
State breakups. That's all. I don't like that for anybody.
Okay, there's no person in this chat who ever seen Clay with Megan Thee Stallion. No offense to her, thought that he was about to marry this woman.
No God thought that.
No,
No God thought that.
I ain't gonna lie, I never said one time that like, well, they're a nice couple, which they look like a nice couple together to me. But in my mind, all I kept saying was, we'll see what happens later on down the road, man. Because they came out of nowhere. Them two together came out of nowhere. So I I can honestly say I didn't see him marry her neither. But I didn't say it. I was saying I didn't say out loud to none of my homies. As I look at stuff that I see online, pictures or whatever, I would say to myself, we'll see how long this lasts.
Like a man, like this is where I have to do that. Like
Sad.
a
No
lot
doubt
of the
about
women
that.
think one thing, a lot of the men think one thing, and then there's some crosses.
Sad.
Let me clear this
You
up.
saw when Megan was cooking for his pops?
Yeah.
He didn't even look like he wanted that bread.
I disagree.
Okay.
He
all right.
looked like he liked it.
And Mace being funny now. Tom said that Tory situation has a lot of question marks. That's a fact. A lot of question marks. And they have the question. It's not even just a lot of question marks with that Tory situation. It's a lot of factual things. And that government over there is trying to hide it. That state's attorney and whoever the powers to be is trying to hide what they did already, man. For real.
What did he do? Like a certain eye look that was like, he doesn't like the food.
It's something that guys know. You know.
I disagree.
Hey son, you go one of the
Mace being funny said that the pops didn't look like he wanted that food, and and she just said, "No, I don't agree with that. He looked like he wanted the food." Mace said, "It's just something certain guys know. I don't know. I have to taste it. If it look good, sometimes it just don't taste good, man. But still, that don't mean that she ain't a good woman. Some men can. A lot of women is in relationships that don't cook. The man can cook though, so that ain't true." Mason up is funny, man.
Man, listen to me. I'm on the backside of my career, and I was watching her on some videos. She looks like something. Let me play around. That's it. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I did not look at those two and be like, man, that's about to be a power couple where they gonna roll off to the sunset. This is fresh off of her public. Like, ain't no man of that stature, like they said, off of 6, 7, 8, 9 public relationships that you about to be like, this one I'm settling down with. That's a fact.
And it's good for you to know this.
I feel like if that's the case, then nothing should have been public.
No,
It's public fun. It's part.
No, that doesn't make sense. No.
And see, once again, like I said, it be the women that be wanting to do this public stuff, show off their man and who they with. So, they can stunt on the other women and all that. And then later on, you don't see nothing. Like when a lot of these women be on their Facebooks and they show their ring. I said yes. Or he asked me to marry him. A few months later, you don't see nothing. It don't even last a whole year. They back up there or be in somebody's DM. Hey, what's up, big head? Looking around like, I thought you was married. What happened to old Joe Blow? And it be over. Keep your relationships to yourself, man. I'm telling you. I was in the 17th year we lasted because we never be on each other's social media. I wasn't worried about social media, nothing. We just grew apart. Still my homie to this day. Period. I raised his son since he was 5. That's still my son. For real. But we was never doing all of that. And she was fine with it. But a lot of women like to do that. And it turns out later on now everybody in that person's ear talking about either the woman or either the man. And then now y'all looking at each other sideways when y'all in the house just chilling and that voice keep coming in your head what somebody done told you. Oh, she don't mess with this dude, that dude. This come on, bro. How you gonna marry her all over the place? So people been in his ear, man. That's a fact.
That doesn't make sense.
You have a park public. They're having fun in the park public.
No, I just feel like if you look, it's just my turn. What if that's what you want to call it? You don't publicly post all of that and introduce them to your family.
Facts. What Stats is saying, why would he, if he ain't invested in her, why would he be wanting to be public? He's supposed to just tell her, nah, we're not doing all of that. And introducing her to the family, knowing in the back of his mind, he just want to have fun with it or with her at the time. That doesn't make sense. So I'm rolling with Stats on this one.
And I said this is just my opinion, my humble opinion.
He was introducing her as a celebrity.
I don't think so. I just think feelings change, and that happens in
Mase a sucker. He said he was just introducing her as a celebrity to her family. Man, they already probably know who she is. They introducing her as no celebrity, Mase. That's yo boy. That's why he's one of the greatest rappers around. He can come up with something fast, boy. It's my boy, man.
people's relationships, and that's fine.
I think
I don't
this
think
is
there's a problem. I just think there's a problem when cheating is involved. If you just
I
want
was
to move
just
on,
trolling you,
I don't
Scott.
care. Move on.
I
That's
was just
like,
trolling.
no, you're not though.
You heard me say I was just trolling you. I was just trolling you. Facts.
You're not. You're actually not trolling. I'm just saying, like, if you want to move on, that's cool. You just don't cheat.
I'll say something before we go.
Go ahead.
So, two things. One, this was payback for you not skipping the show when Cam was getting on me. Pause. You don't. This went all the way over your head.
Not skip. When do I don't
Remember that was joking on me. You asked like, yo, stop, change the subject.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
commercial
my,
breaks.
Yeah, this is my get back. Right?
That's fine. I
Stat.
would take it. Right.
Stat. No, this is really a clarity moment. It's for women to know if you're out there, you got like 6 or 7 public relationships. No real guy up there making hundreds of millions.
No.
It's gonna be an anomaly that he picks you to be his wife, knowing that everybody else didn't enjoy it. It's just that's not what great.
Look, you get
Yeah, because it's like men of stature that don't want to be walking nowhere, and the woman, then everybody could say that might be in the room. You got 3, 4 dudes be like, oh, he with her. I used to tear that up. Oh yeah, she used to be a fun time. Oh man, I wonder if she did it the way she did it to be. Oh man, got stories, and you in there with her, and you supposed to be a top notch figure, highly respected. That right there alone can get your respect value shot down if you saying you married this woman, but you might stand tall with it to keep walking and rolling and don't care. All right, y'all had her, but that was what y'all had. She with me now. This mine's. Period. She learned new tricks that you don't know about, and keep it moving, and don't care what nobody say.
and you get one a generation. You got Russell Wilson. That's it.
Yeah, that's an anomaly.
Yeah, that's it. You got Russell. That's it.
I don't know.
And it's good that we're giving this game, because you're talking with 3 guys from different walks of life that all are telling you the same thing. Even at different spaces right now in our life, we're all telling you the same thing. So a woman thinks, yeah, I'm looking fine, I'm looking better than I looked before, but I don't want to walk in with 9 guys.
No.
That all had this experience. It's not a trophy. Is like
See, that's what I just said. That's what Mace said. He don't want to walk in. And it's like 9 guys in there. You not a trophy no more. If 9 guys in there already got it. Tom said he took a chick to an NHL game, and old girl knew the staff at the game. Laugh out loud. He said, "Hell nah. What's the odds of at a hockey game?"
Arabia said, it's to be passed around. But a treasure.
Arabia made a good ass. Arabia made a good ass point. That idea she killed that trophy. Everybody sees. You bury a treasure and you keep it out of everybody's business.
Shout out to Arabia.
Yeah, shout out to Arabia.
That statement.
I'll just say,
All in that
because every
story.
time I meditate, she's naive. She's like, I hear you guys, and I know that this is how most men think. That is clear. That is, I got it. We know this.
So why do you not take it?
That doesn't mean I have to be like, oh yeah, everybody's right. Like, I still feel like there is hope for certain people in certain situations. Unfortunately, this situation did not work for her. I wish it went a different direction because from what we've seen, it looked great. But that's not going to be the case for everybody. I do think one day even Kim Kardashian can get married again if that's what she chooses to want. That's fine.
One clarity question for you. Go ahead. Yo, you mind one clarity question I want to ask?
Oh, God, this is great. This is actually great.
I want to ask you one clarity question. If the type of guys you like, right, are telling you what they're in the market for, how do you disregard what they're telling you they're in the market for?
You can't disregard what the guy that you want is telling you what he wants.
Oh, okay. All right. That's it.
Yeah, this one is a good one, man. It's a good one, but it's a learning lesson to a lot of celebrities out there. It's a learning lesson to a lot of, people that love to be on the internet, Facebook, Instagram, and putting their relationships out there. It's a gift and a curse. Unless y'all know y'all really rock solid and all that, together every day, then maybe, yeah. But at the beginning of it, putting it out there, and y'all ain't been together a good whole year, that's not a good thing. Being together 6 months and then thinking that you're going to put out your relationship is a wrong move. It's a very bad move, man. It's a very bad move.
Yeah.
You can't.
And
If
you
that's
also,
what you want, you can't disregard what that man says that he wants.
yeah, and you also, I remember what was it, Andrea said, how you can erase your whole past. You can't erase your whole past.
That's not true at all.
Yeah,
Like, you can't erase your past. I agree. You cannot erase your
okay,
past.
yeah.
No, I'm saying I agree.
Yeah,
You can't just be like, all right, this never happened. People
Yeah,
are gonna,
and just
unfortunately, that's part of your story forever.
Especially when you're a superstar, you all over all the TV and the internet's everywhere. You can't definitely erase your past because receipts catch up with you. Just how the receipt caught up with Megan when she told Shannon Sharp that she just want a guy to tell her the truth. He said, "Can you handle the truth?" And she said, "Yeah, I can handle the truth. I respect him more for telling me the truth." Now, Clay's telling her the truth. He don't want to be in a lockdown relationship with her, and she's upset about it and went straight to the internet with it. So that was a lot. See how the receipts catch up to you? It's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm not calling Meg a hoe, but I'm calling how people perceive things when you get publicly passed around these things that you do. We have to hold, in America, you have to hold yourself accountable for things that you've done.
Yeah.
And from that, people will shape their opinion, how they shape their opinion. And I think that's more or less what we're saying.
Well, that's life. Perception is everything, whether it's true or whether it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's fair.
Yeah, we can agree to that.
I'm not saying that's why I'm like, I understand what you guys are saying, but I'm also saying I don't think that's necessarily fair because there's some people on the opposite end who can do whatever they want and date whoever they want, and they're still gonna get whatever they want in this life.
Yeah, but I'm also
I think so.
I just want to be clear. I don't mean any of what I've said towards Drea, whoever, with any sort of malice. I'm just talking about behavior, right? And I'm also saying that you can't just move through life, having sex with everybody and think that somebody's not going to think that you're a hoe and still think that you won't be like your behavior won't be criticized accordingly.
Yeah, you're public.
And not only that, Mo, you just made a great point, right? Just because, and that's another thing. It's like I just related before I get to my point. I related to shows, right? So I'll tell people, and Mace knows this as well. Like when you get booked for a show, and a promoter, I'll use some real low numbers so niggas feel more comfortable. Rappers at home. If a promoter books you for $5,000, and then you go to the
Models.
And bottles with the sparkles on it, so you feel like you're killing it. That's something. Do not bring no sparklers the fuck over here, man. I don't want my bottles. But anyway, if a promoter books you for $5,000 in New Jersey, then you try to go do a show in Philadelphia and be like, yo, I want $10,000. All these promoters are in the promoting business. So that promoter in what I said, Philadelphia's gonna call me promoter in Jersey, like, yo, you gave them You gonna give him $10,000? Wait, nigga, I gave that nigga 5,000. What you talking about? Give him 10,000. You better tell that nigga you got 5,500 for travel. So they all talk. So just yesterday when we talked about this topic for a few minutes, we named about 5 or 6 people that I named that were known. And if you think that you're gonna do something with an athlete or entertainer and they're not gonna talk to each other, you're gonna be talked about. We just talked about the people we knew. Yeah. It's a whole community of people that we don't know that be like, yeah, you know I hit that, right?
See, that's what I was just saying. Guys gonna talk, they're gonna compare notes, and it's gonna travel and get around, and then you think you're gonna be walking up inside there with a trophy piece, and everybody already know what it is. And like they said, they named a lot of names that's popular that is on Megan's list. So it's like, well, you know, some guys will say, yeah, you had her when you had her. She with me now, and I like her for myself. I'm thinking about being with this for the rest of my life. So whatever y'all had, that's your business, man. Don't come talking to me about it. You got some men that's just like that. It is what it is, and they'll take the backlash for right then, I guess, or until it dies down. So, but in a person like Clay, they saying that they don't believe that that ever was really going to happen.
Yo, you know I hit that, right? Then when you walk in a room and you in a room with 2, 3 niggas, they be like, yo, you know I hit that, right? We just talked about the people that we know about. So your name is...
And I did say the names that they mentioning, it's probably other names that people don't know. But if she was smart, she would have just kept it like that, period. Nobody in business with what she got going on, man. That be the problems with people with this going online with their relationships, putting people in their business.
It's getting tossed around anyway. When you think about, let's just say you're Klay Thompson, right? And you be like, yo, little nigga from Toronto hit it too. I ain't want to say nothing. Oh, nah, the 11th man off the bench, he said it too. Word? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, nigga, before that shit was in there all that. You're gonna be talked about whether it's public or not public. Once you start fucking with entertainers, athletes, your name is passed around, and then it becomes a stat for them just to hit it. We talk about this all the time with Mace and myself when we be like, when we even say we don't get it, when we be like, yo, why nigga wanna have nigga leftovers. We done talked about leftovers about 9, 10 times since we started this show. But some niggas don't care and be like, yo, I sniped them. Yeah, I caught that. And then it's one of them situations where now you're talked about and niggas, and you probably don't even know that you're talking about because you're like, they're not gonna blow up the spot. They're gonna blow up the spot. So when we're talking about the niggas that we named on the list yesterday, think about the people that man hit Clay like, man, you know little Tootie and Baton Rouge? He caught.
What I just said. Somebody been in Clay ear, like, come on, bro, you rolling with that B. Come on, man. Stop it. And right now, when he rolling with her and out somewhere, he looking, you know, in his mind, he gonna remember the last person that was in his ear. Those be the perks that come with that type of stuff, man.
He caught it too. You don't know.
So nigga May said on a drunk night.
On a drunk night.
Driving a boat.
All that, man. So that's just the people we don't know. So
and that's the respectful group. That's the respectful group. We're not even talking about the guys that's gonna be disrespectful. That's gonna be like, yo, that ain't wifey, is it? Like, right? And we know this because that's why we don't do this. And we don't want to walk in with somebody and our peers and people we respect say, yo, is that wifey?
Nah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want, you know, when you highly respected and you get caught with a person that, you know, has a track record then it always you be looked at as crazy. That's why everything ain't for everybody. You know, dealing with the women that you already know that have a track record, that's a no. Just even if they coming at you, that's what Mason Cam's saying. The women been coming at them, so they turns it down because they already heard about them, so they don't even want nobody looking at them sideways. So you know that's how it goes,
You hear what's going on, sir?
I'm around y'all every day. I already know what's going on. I already know what's going on.
Then you want to beat up everybody. Come on, you can't beat up everybody. And she throwing herself a party. You can't do that.
Listen,
Stat player right
She
here.
wants to throw her body a party. You can't do that.
yeah, shout out though, real quick, man. I'm gonna give a shout out to my homegirl, True Asia from Harlem, from the East Side. See, I like females who straight up, right? She told me before, she's like, yo, this bitch gonna come up to me talking about, yo, you know I used to fuck her, right? And she said, so what? My turn, nigga. I want to see what it's about.
what I just told you. A real dude to say, I don't care about what y'all did. She with me now. And that's what Cam is saying, that a female that he know was trying to get with him or is hollering at him, was hollering at him. However they go, another girl got in her ear. She was like, so what? I'm good. I'm going to see what it's about. Some people don't care. They going to stand up for what they want to stand up for, man. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all go over there, check that out, man. I got to roll out, man. Appreciate all y'all coming through. Make sure y'all drop some comments. You're new to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification so you know when I'm up here. Hit that like button, man. That's how we get that money. We get to the bread. Thanks for the super chats who sent me some money. Appreciate that. And all the cash apps, man. Y'all be holding your boy down, man. Your boy Big Boosie. I'll be back. Y'all go over there to Cam and May show. And y'all go and listen to the rest of it, man. Them guys is off the meters, man. It's my boys, man. Your boy Big Boosie, man. Salute.